This is imMinutemanMatt. We're here with another Terraria live stream, and we want to finish up these hard mode versions of the mechanical bosses. We summon the destroyer first. Okay, we got our buffs ready. Let the summons do the work. Going way better than it did last time. The Nimmerclod certainly helps as well. I should really use a potion, but I don't think I really need to. Yeah, that thing is gone. Having all those potion effects made it much easier. Now we're going to Skeleton Prime. Yeah, I would have beaten him last time, but it turned daytime before I could defeat him. And when it does that, they'll rush into you and instantly kill you. Yeah, kind of like the Dungeon Guardian does. His pre-hard mode counterpart does that too. So there's a time when he does not run away like the Destroyer or the twins. I didn't craft the Durn doll, but I feel like who has that snowflake effect. It's not too hard to avoid, though. When he does that spin attack, it doesn't go very fast, but he has a lot more defense when he does that. Although in excerpt mode, he actually speeds up when he does that. That's pretty much it. Once he's to his head, he's defenseless. The cool up does not give a lot of tag damage, it's only 6 tag damage. Drungo grows restless. That indicates that Planetara can now be fought, but I've got to get ready for it first. I need other souls to make the Drax. The Drax. Drax with a pickaxe axe. I'm just gonna use the Drax because it's most situations it's faster. Unless you're built for mining speed, which the souls aren't affected by that. Soul of Might and Soul of Sight. I hadn't grabbed the Soul of Fright. The souls do float, so beware of that. When you kill any of those bosses, the souls will float. The Excalibur, it has that rainbow slash effect, which has that pink and yellow, kind of like the Knight's Edge, but it's smaller and it doesn't go as far. The Gunner will have that. The higher your melee speed, you get that extra range. This I would only use if you're on a mount, because it's building momentum to increase attack power. Yeah, you get that you get a unicorn and just try to run through everything. The Howl Repeater, it doesn't really do anything special. It's just a powerful repeater. The Howled Hood, it's a summoner's hood, because it increases your maximum number of minions by 1, increases your summon damage by 10%. If you want that occasional invincibility effect, then it's a dodge effect, not necessarily invincibility. What we need is Drax. $36 is not enough to make a full set of armor. You would be able to make the helmet and the chest plate, but you wouldn't be able to make the boots, which brings that to a total of 54. But we should go ahead and craft the Durandal. I just put the hard mode drops in this bottom chest. It's not a point in crafting an Excalibur if you're just doing Summoner. But if you're generally just playing, then I would get it, because eventually it leads to the Zenith. I don't think that's all gonna fit in that chest. So I'm gonna have to place these others in this chest. I'm not gonna waste potions on just exploring, because it's better save for the boss fights. Unless you're playing harder difficulties, don't even bother using the potions outside of boss fights. Outside of boss fights, like certain events, like the certain events, yeah. Okay, this zombie arm can go right in the trash. Probably should hold on to that Nimbus rod though. I don't know whether my actual regrowth went, but I'll try to make another one of those. I'm probably not going to use the spiders. Maybe the Queen's spider staff, but probably should only use that for the old ones. And defeating most hard mode bosses will drop greater healing potions. Hello there. Now I need to go to the jungle. First. You're Brazilian. Do I want to fight the clean slime? Probably gonna do it. Also, I got one more of those mechanical skulls in case I wanted to fight the Skeleton Prime again. For the clean slime, yeah, I just made the howl. This was the Crimson biome. You can tell by these chasms. Doris, I don't, yeah, I don't put my food in the chest. This fight does not last very long. So, she does have less health than the mechanical bosses do. I also could let the minions just attack her while I'm dodging. Okay, now okay. I should give her one more time. Just grabbing a few potions here and there. You should really be able to beat Clean Slime if you can beat the mechanical bosses, though. So, I need to get these buffs back on. Okay. Get another one of these gelatin crystals, because I have quite a bit of them. I need to throw out my minions. Wondering if she ended up hill. Most part, I am better off using the cool whip because she just summoned a bunch of minions. Squashing a second form is a pain in the butt. That way, I'm gonna throw that in the shimmer, get another town slime. Okay. What the heck? Gluttonous Pillain summons a rideable wing slime mount. It's a better version of the King Slime's mount because it can fly and stuff. Oh, the whip. I believe this paint can also drop the slime staff, not slime staff. How slimes consolidate in hardy crushing force. Adorned in dazzling crystals, she is rumored to grow wings. Blade staff. And the hook of this sonage. I believe this thing can't spawn naturally, like some of the other bosses. Oh, King Slime does spawn naturally, not Queen. Sometimes the minions don't aim at the targets very well. That's a blade staff. And I also got the hook. Hits quickly at the expense of 25 tag damage, which means this would be doing 6 tag damage. The blades attack quickly. They also pierce defense, so that even though the base damage is low, it has a lot of that penetration. Okay. teleports to the location of the hook. Probably would stay with me for the rest of the game. Here's the mounts. Put Lois' necklace in there. The crystal assassin stuff do not really increase the minion count, so that is gonna go into the armor. Actually, I don't even think I have the helmet. Yeah, I'm gonna put away this gelatin crystals. You got the mask. It's a vanity. I'm not going to carry this strange plant around, so that can go right in there. Ugh. I don't even, didn't not intend on selling that, so the crystal assassin stuff. You put the trophy into the decorations. I'm gonna put those sugar cookies back in there. That is where this shimmer is, so I don't even going over there. Great slime mitosis. Sprinkle, 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 tinkle. It's a rainbow one, which I kind of expected because this is considered a held item and also the shimmer. This doesn't do any damage, but it's its own weapon, which is I put those in the ranged. If you do want to farm those slimes, yeah, kind of has the crimson. They're not actually doing much to the turtles. It might be a good idea, actually. and reforge some stuff. I'll take that. I'll take the demonic for that. The mana cost doesn't matter too much for the summons, so I can bother with that. Okay, defense. We don't have a large choice for summon weapons. There's not many summon weapons in the game. Pretty much all the turtle shells I need. There's a life root which increases life by 5 for each heart, which means it maxes out at 500. Obviously, I need an area to... What? Did I forget something? I don't have required things to make the required things to mine the chlorophyte. I'll take the Drax, thank you. How'd I even forget that? Oh, I do have it. Not a big deal. Even though there's wasted materials, not a big deal. Anyway, I might as well just sell that. Okay, now. Adamantite drill can go back and can go in the chest. So I don't need that thing anymore. I crafted it because what was I gonna craft with the adamantite? Playing the summer, you already got the armor you need. It doesn't really do it well against the turtles, I've noticed. I know they... Yeah, I know they nerfed the tag effect on it, but... I wasn't even whipping the thing. So, can't make that as an excuse. How much defense does it ignore? Doesn't give you an exact number. Says it ignores a significant amount of defense. And lost the red nullius before the recording, I would have had sanguine staff. Its advantage of that blade staff, it's fast. Although against those turtles, it really doesn't do as much as you would want to. It's pretty much after the chlorophyte. I don't know if I actually even need it. There's nothing towards summoning that will actually you can craft with a chlorophyte. When Plant Terror is defeated, you actually it cuts the speed of the infectious biomes by half. That means the evil biomes and the howl. Did you know you can actually get an upgrade to the Clementator, but that's later on. Hey, once 1.4.5 comes here, probably do another season of live streams for Terraria, and thinking of doing the remix seed for that. Unless you want me to do expert in a normal seed, I'm probably gonna do the remix seed. That's the reason why it's actually significantly changes the way the game is played. You actually start down in the underworld and you work your way back up instead of being at the surface and you go to the underworld. It's like the wall of flesh. You start at the underworld, you go back up, you go back down, you fight the wall of flesh. And some of the hard mode weapons will be acquirable in pre-hard mode, while some of the pre-hard mode items are acquired in hard mode. And they have different stats because of that. Stuff like the obsidian, the ashwood is weaker than most of the wood in the remix. It's a fact. It protects you from lava damage. It has a higher percentage of lava damage reduction in the remix. The lava has a base damage of 200, which means you don't want to be in the lava at all until you get something to protect you from lava, like a sitting skin potion, for example. And most players just usually use the potion to mine the hellstone, because what it does, the hellstone, it generates lava when you break it in the underworld. Maybe I want another one of those generations, because I want to make the Charm of Myths. So I remember the name of that ring now. It's called the Charm of Myths. Yeah, pretty much everything we get in here is obsolete, but might as well grab that godly boomstick. These are actually to place down living mahogany. That's a fairy. Surprisingly, those can actually spawn in the evil biome. The hell, obviously, you can spawn there. Turn that dynamite into something. These, I believe, just make the regular stuff. Contain the regular underground stuff. The rich mahogany chest contains the stuff that you would normally get. Like the magic mirror, the ring of regeneration. I'm just checking these, just make sure they have the staff of regrowth, because I actually sold the actual regrowth. That's why I don't have it on me. The Drax chops down trees as well. That's why it's called the Drax. It's drill and an axe. I don't want a freaking flare gun. Barely even a weapon. I'm down in the lava now. I've actually been down there. Hey, don't worry about the chlorophyte actually going to lava, because that will not disappear. It's only items that have a white rarity, which means the earliest items you can get will disappear in lava. Not your valuable stuff. Not your valuable stuff for the most part. But there's one thing that is late game that can actually disappear in lava. It's the lizard power cell. That's a spider actually, and normally you don't see these in the jungle. That means when nearby the normal underground. Generally these will only spawn in the ice biome or the regular caverns. That's going to regular stone. Smash that for whatever reason, because we actually don't need the ores from there anymore. So those things can inflict venom, acid venom, and it has a lot of damage over time on it. Obviously, when you break those things, the raves actually spawn. Normally, you would not get raves in the jungle biome. The black recluses don't do venom. I think what they do is poison. I think that might have been a rock golem that was dying. Yeah, it has to be, because there isn't a ground biome nearby. My live fruit's also it's actually in the void bag. I should actually craft a void ball at the base, so I don't have to look into the void bag every time I go on the base. I don't think I've gotten this chest. Nope. Normally, it is good to actually get the chlorophyte because you can craft new gear with it. But for the summons, it does not. Chlorophyte does not make any summon-oriented gear at all. It's not even the armor. Yeah, I'm gonna blow up that detonator. It should not be a problem anymore. And I actually can craft Charm Mist because I got a band of regeneration. That's my first Star Cloak. Okay, here a worm. Stayed a little bit too long in there, but I got out of it. Stayed in there long enough to get damaged by the lava, but I only took one tick of it. And by the way, the chlorophyte ore actually you can grow that stuff. Just need some mud blocks, and you need to be deep enough underground for it to spread. Blade staff minions, another thing that creates light. But by now we have plenty of stuff that creates light. Since I fought the old one's army, I didn't even need to make the fairy bell. They just drop from the ogre. And ogre drops some of the weapons as well. There's no old one's army weapons in pre-hard mode. Where am I getting all these nature's gifts? I planted the moon glow seeds. I'm gonna actually. I might as well grab this one as well. Can't hurt to have a spare one of those. I certainly don't need all those nature's gifts, so that I'm gonna place in that chest. Not gonna actually do that. Get rid of these explosives before I do that. Yeah, that boulder will go down. That boulder didn't even drop down in there. But still, you get the dart traps. And the dart traps aren't that much of a problem though. Especially when you're under the chest. Not gonna be a problem. But I would say when that would be a problem early on in the game when you don't have much life. Particularly in the expert and master modes. No, I'm not going to actually do the fixed boy because not confident enough on that. Not good enough for that. Dump down in the lava. That's why it's good to have this. Good thing I got those Terra Spark boots, because lava isn't a problem. Even if I end up in it and get that lava charm effect. As long as you don't spend too much time in the lava, you'll be fine. That's only a weak man eater, so not gonna be a problem. Need one of those with dead man chests. Dead man chest wouldn't spawn like that. I'm just grabbing those regular healing potions just because. Why not? Even though I have 84 of the greater healing potions. Especially when I've been fighting slime, I've been getting those. That thing actually dropped ancient cobalt leggings, which it's pretty much the jungle armor, all except for the name. That thing is completely stuck for whatever reason. Just a bug in the game. The blade shaft minions just create plenty of light. Of course, this would also make light because all the howled items make light. Except for the howled repeater, I don't think it does that. That right there is a planetary bulb. I'm not gonna be after that right now though. Got some of the slimes actually spawning in there. Not ready for that thing, so not gonna break that. What will you give me? Another boomstick? Since not what I wanted, I'm not gonna grab it. That's another pair of gloves. I don't even need that either. That thing. Those just have regular underground loot. That is the Lihizid Temple. Chlorophyte is useful to almost the end of the game because it's needed to make many of the certain armors. You don't need it for the the Tiki armor though, because the witch doctor sells that stuff. Do need to fight Planetara though before I start to sell that. Oh, that Chester Von Otto Von Chesterfield Esquire. Sometimes that he just gets in the way, and I open him instead of the chest I'm trying to open. Why can I go through that? Because that thing, that's why. That has to be a gold pile, and it is. Oh, oops. Oh, whatever. I was far enough away from the explosive, but no. While I'm up here, I'm gonna open the void bag and check some stuff. I'm up to 430 in the life, so that's good. Although I've accumulated a lot of trash along with it. Okay. I can make the charm of myths now. If it provides life regeneration and cooldown on the healing potions. Make a ton of these chlorophyte bars. Got 74 of them. I should go check the guide for some stuff. And okay, machines aren't so bad, I guess. It should cyborg, yeah, get the mechanical thing. Whenever chlorophyte extractor, I could actually make that. See, I don't see any summon things you can make with a chlorophyte. Not a single one. Venom staffs make the poison staff into the venom staff. But now I can actually mine this extractor and upgrade it now. If you want to make one of those chlorophyte bullets in your range, go ahead. That, however, does not get you chlorophyte ore, but it does. Just wait and see what it does. Grab the silk box. It's much faster than the normal extractor. Plus, it actually gives you the hard mode ores. You know what this is also useful for? Yep. Once I empty the slush. For that though, I'm gonna grab a crimson anything. Now I got titanium ore and that other stuff, palladium and the orichalcum. Unfortunately, by this point, they're not really useful though. I also think none of that actually went in there. I know, and the Cool Whip was for some reason was in there, but I don't remember even placing it in there. If I want the snowflakes, guess what this thing does with the crimstone blocks? It turns it into normal stone. That means it decorrupts any block. Decorrupts the block, basically. You getting it that now? Yeah. That owl got hit by the falling star. Fortunately, they don't. Normally, those things don't actually do any damage to you. But in a remix seed, those actually can hurt you. They otherwise cannot, though. It's pretty good for making rum. Oops, I put the mud block in there. That didn't need to be in there. It does go back in the... I don't know what it does to the pearlstone block. We have to find that thing out. I'm gonna need to resummon my minions. Because I pushed the detonator on purpose, but I didn't realize I was that close to the explosives. I know that's not really enough. Generally, that's not enough damage for hard mode, but this thing does ignore some defense. I give it that. Also, its attack speed's insane. It doesn't get a big buff from the it gets reduced tag damage because it attacks so fast. Yeah, I'm just gonna completely destroy these eyes. Goodbye. Again. What is the eye way over there? Guess that is plenty of gold right there. And the mask is manatee, so it goes to manatee. It is not the best for accumulating the Crimtane ore or the Demonite ore. The evil bosses are better for that. But the eye has always been a good source of money, though. I'm gonna need this. Yeah, I'm gonna need to build an arena for Planet Terra. You do see that yellow on the bark? That means the life fruit. I've gotten 6 of the life fruit. I just need 14 more left. The angry trappers spawn above ground and below ground. So they had to upgrade to the Snatchers and the Man-Eaters. Planetary just doesn't actually need to be spawned in caverns. She can be spawned in the underground. Doesn't need to be the caverns. Hard to go say goodbye to that altar. That's the granite. That's actually not really a good place to be in hard mode. Because the Medusas can turn you to stone. Which can be a serious problem if you are in the air, because your immunity to fall damage does not work in that case. On Unreal, the biggest thing is Unreal is the best you can get for a ranged weapon. You can't get it on every ranged weapon though, because if the ranged weapon does not have any knockback, you cannot get that modifier. But most of the ones that had no knockback before have knockback, just not hardly any knockback. They can get their Unreal prefix now. You don't actually need to be Medusa to get a chance to get the Park Americas. You can also actually do that. It doesn't do a lot, those turtles, but everything else, it's effective. That's a fiberglass fishing pole. It's not really an upgrade to anything I have anymore, though. That I'm gonna blow up those explosives, because that was a dead man's chest. You'll see the boulders going down. What's important is you get rid of the explosives. That's the most important. Getting rid of the boulders too is also good, because boulders do a lot of damage. I still have not actually gotten spare anything of the staff. So I actually prefer that over the faster axis, because simply it replants the acorns. That means you don't need to do extra steps to have a tree farm. Which is nice. The saffron regrowth. Although it's kind of a novelty item, it is useful for getting extra alchemy ingredients. A lot of times we grow on the grass isn't useful in most situations. Obviously it has its use, but try to craft that into the axe as soon as possible, so you can actually have a decent weapon as well. staff regrowth itself is not an effective weapon because it only has 7 base damage. That's plenty far enough now. Did lose the 26 coins. Did not even for the dynamite. That's fine though. Not a big deal. Oh, just get the cobalt ore on the way to getting these chlorophyte ore. Traveling merchant has arrived, I still need stuff from him. I only need one thing from him though, is not a piece for the hand of creation. All that stuff's going into the thing. He's at the desert. The desert is now hell. I never, not really concerned about that. Still count as a desert. It's just a hell desert. Well, unfortunately, it has nothing I wanted. Honeycomb. I still need to see if it does that. Extracting does get rid of the howl stuff. Yeah. Same thing with the corruption stuff. The howl gets eliminated in there. Anglerfish banner. It's a banner, obviously. Says it in the name. Javelins are useless at this point in the game, so that can go in there. You know what time? It's Europe. 42 Eastern US time. Our merchant didn't have the last piece of the hand creation I needed. I'm just going to go back to the jungle and just create a thing for the next boss. I got that wide open area over there. That's near the Crimson. If nothing else, that Bozor can go for money. Got a granite and a marble biome nearby, near each other. Not an actual biome, but it's a sub-biome. That's a mimic, and mimics give a ton of cash. They give a ton of cash and drop a useful item. They're fake chests, but they still give some valuable treasure. He dropped a Uzi. It's a ranged weapon, obviously. And it is marked as green, just like the chlorophyte ore. Hopefully we actually have a planetary bulb near it. The Crimson is nearby. Obviously I'm going to have to do that. Doesn't serve a purpose for this summer, but for everything else, definitely want to make chlorophyte. There's not enough whips in this game. Make a chlorophyte whip or something. But there's no chlorophyte whip at all. Really like more summer gear, rather than just simply the few we get. Especially early in the game, when you only got four options there. Abigail's flower, the slime staff, the Flink staff, and the Finch staff. One of them, though, can be useful in hard mode because it actually does. The Abigail's flower does get buffed in hard mode. It's the only one that gets buffed in hard mode. None of the others do. The only weapon in that matter. For that matter, the Abigail's flower. Because it's one reason that is useful. It's useful for most of the game. I cannot say that for other weapons in the game. So it's the only weapon that's useful for throughout the game. Not necessarily counting the tools, but the Axe of Regrowth is a decent combat item in free hard mode, and that's useful throughout the game just because it's a better staff of regrowth basically. The slime, yeah, Queen Slime's hook is my favorite hook in the game because it teleports rather than just simply drag you there. Mostly for the fact and the fact that it's a useful, very useful hook in the game. Yeah, that's Planetara's one problem. The Crimson is nearby. It's still good for a temporary arena. And if it comes to that, I also can get rid of the Crimson because I got the Clementator. The problem with having the Crimson there, Planetara is going to get enraged if you see that red background. I want the platforms a certain distance away from each other, so having the platforms close together makes it harder to dodge. The hook of the it's better to show you than just to tell. Yeah, that hook right there. The hook of disownage. I think it's the expert Planetara that's a problem. Not the classic mode Planetara. The expert mode is a problem. The good idea to do is you can get rid of these walls so Planetara doesn't have a thing to attach the hooks to. That's hand match right there. Just otherwise you don't have an upgrade to the tone hammer. Until you defeat a mechanical boss, that's when you can start getting the hand mush. Then you can get a qualified hammer. It's called the qualified warhammer, or you can get a qualified jackhammer, which is faster but doesn't benefit from mining speed bonuses. Like the other mechanical stuff. Talking about the drills and the chainsaws. Yeah, and before I go fight Planetara, I'll go grab a heart lantern stuff that I go use in the arena. So my cooldowns got the cooldown off now. This is where it would be a problem because you got that. Once you see that red background, you technically in the crimson, and most words, you're not gonna fight Plant Terror in the other biome. Oh. One good thing about a summer build is if you're hammering the walls and stuff, the minions can take care of the other things. I should get the sentries out. But the Buster, it's generally the most useful of the old one of the Tavern Creek sentries. But the other ones, if you're specializing in certain things, then yeah, like the Ranger has the flame burst. So, like the Huntress stuff will increase the effect of the flame burst. Melee is the ballistas. Magic is for the I don't know if it's the lightning or the explosive. I think it's the explosive. And I think for the ultimate melee, I think it's the lightning aura. The sentries normally last about 10 minutes, which is a good enough time. Still, it isn't infinite time. They'll eventually disappear. We want to get rid of this much obstacles as we can, and so we can fight. You know, you're up, yeah, and you're later into the day. I think it'll be like 8 o'clock or something in the UK. That's, I don't know, that might be good enough. I wish the thing would a wee bit faster. Hi there. Well, probably gonna fight that thing. Might as well grab out the potions. I shouldn't need extras. I don't know. Do I know where I put the heart lanterns? Yeah. Solar eclipse is happening, but I'm going underground, so it's not going to be an issue. Yeah. I just finished off the mechanical bosses at the start of the video. For now, we're just exploring the jungle. That's the next step. Anyway, if you want to watch the whole thing, I put these in the playlist. So. The life fruit, I think, should the spunk potion show those up. That's equip that thing real quick, the treasure magnet, and go back to the mega luminescence. Well, that places the jungle's campfire. Because the torch guard actually has that effect. No, I didn't realize that. Go ahead and break that. There's Plant Terra. There's other monsters in the way. Yeah, this thing's not too hard. Screams are echoing from the dungeon. Once you defeat Plant Terra, you get the harder enemies in the dungeon. You also get the Temple Gate, which means you can enter the Lizard Temple, but we're pretty close to it. Might as well show that. And I can get the Morning Star from the dungeon also. But I do recommend you just go to Golem, because whatever Golem has will help in the... Now, and I also can buy some stuff from a certain person. Right now, I'm just going to open that Lizard Temple real quick. People consider, I would consider the halfway point is entering the hard mode. Yeah, that's where that temple is. Get rid of that pressure plate because I can. Someone can take care of that. This thing is needed to summon Golem. This is a solar tablet. But if I do go up, I'm going to have to deal with the solar eclipse. I'm not even going to grab anything from that chest, just because it's not really necessary. That is an upgrade to what I have. I'm going to try to use the pylons. Yes, I can during the solar eclipse. We need sun, we need rain. Yes, that's what he sells. In the solar, not necessarily during the solar eclipse. Pretty much any time after you kill Planet Terra. Now I get the Tiki stuff now, which is the upgrade from the spider stuff. This actually increases the whip range now, if you haven't already played 1.4.4. Definitely got the pants because it shows it on screen. I want to see how much upgrade it is. That's summon damage and whip range by 10%, increases your minions by 1. That only increases your summon damage by 5%. The Tiki shirt increases your max number of minions by 1, increases your summon damage by 10%. That only has 5. 10% summon damage and max number of minions by 1. That is only 6, because that is an upgrade. And also an upgrade on defense. It also increases your whip range by 20% when you have the whole set. I'm going to look at the bonuses. Obviously, it increases your max number of minions. The set bonus from the spider armor. Obviously that ain't it. This is increase your summon damage by 12%. This 5 plus 2 is 17. 17 plus 2 is 22. And plus 6 is 28. But the spider gear does not increase your whip range. That's a total of 30% whip range. It's only 2% higher on the summon damage, however. And Planet Terra always drops a grenade launcher on the first kill. Believe it or not, that's not actually required to actually have the cyborg come in. F5000 cuts. Yeah, that, however, just gets rid of them. Just be careful of that. But we're looking like... It's a ranged option. I'm just gonna roll here real quick and just handle the enemies. You defeat all the mechanical bosses, the Reapers will start spawning, and then you get these other enemies. When Planet Terra is done, the Mothron will start spawning. The Reapers spawn when all 3 of the mechanical bosses is gone. Plant Terror does not give you a whip, I believe, which she did. So like something in between the Dark Harvest, the Morning Star, and the Kaleidoscope. But we don't get that. And Moon War doesn't drop a whip either. Neither than you craft the whip from the fragments. They're called the lunar fragments, collectively. Broken Sword, that's actually used to make the Terror Blade. Anybody that used the Terror Blade in 1.4.4 knows that. Yeah, it'll hit a lot of enemies with that. You got that big wave of energy that it shoots out of the sword. It's not much. Now we'll get away from that. The solar eclipse, by the way, is you're gonna get a lot of money, big time, a lot of money. It's a good thing to get these later armors in the game that increase the whip range. If that wasn't the case before, you had to have that obsidian armor. So that was the only thing that would increase the whip range. Also, you get the Night Edges, good for most of the. By the time you get it, and much of the hard mode, it is very useful. Even during the Plant Terror fight, it's still a viable weapon for it. Because the thing was so good, they had to nerf it. Wasn't a choice there. The Silas got slain. I would have ended the stream actually sooner, but gotta show you the solar clips and its enemies. This is basically the tier 3 of the solar clips. The first tier you'll see once you defeat a mechanical boss. All of them is you get the tier 2 version. And when you kill Plant Terror, you get the 3rd version. Before 1.4, actually Mothron would actually spawn. They're the one that you get before, after you get all 3 of the mechanical bosses. Actually can kind of outrun Mothron. Deadly Spear Staff. That's another summoning minion. The Eye of Cthulhu, which is second strongest yo-yo in the game. It's only beaten by the Terrarian. Getting a good amount of pirate maps here. There's not anything underwater. I went to chat. Yeah, I refreshed the ballistas. How much? 62 gold coins. Can actually get higher. 62. Especially with something like the Zenith, which is, they call it the final sword in the game. It requires you to get the swords you get for progressing for the game, and you need have to done the pumpkin moon to get the horseman's blade, and you need to grab a bunch of swords basically. I don't believe I actually showed the Zenith in any of the streams. Not the previous two ones. I know it wasn't around during the initial stream. The one I did right before the 1.4. The video where I defeated the Moon Lord that was right before the update. I mean, right before it. Okay, I'm gonna end it right there. Thank you for watching. This is imMinutemanMatt. And on that note, peace out. Mm-hmm.